Let's create one more tutorial in FreeCAD. In this video you'll learn to use pad, datum plane, pocket, hole and fillet. So open the FreeCAD and let's go. The first step to create this part, we will select the right plane and make this sketch. And here we'll make this cylinder with 36 millimeters of diameter and extrude this cylinder 58 millimeters of length. So go to FreeCAD, go to create a sketch and select the right plane. Select a circle, click here in the midpoint, make a circle here with 36 millimeters of diameter and leave the sketch, go to pad and the mode here, select symmetric and the length 58 millimeters and press OK. Now we will create this part here. So to create this, we will create a plane here with 45 degrees of angle. So go to datum plane and show the origin here and select the top plane. And here let's rotate this around the x-axis 45 degrees and press OK. Hide the origin and select this new plane and go to create a sketch. Active the toggle section view. And in this plane we will create this slot. The distance between the centers is 30 millimeters and the radius 12 millimeters of radius. So select slot, make a slot here, 30 millimeters and the radius 12 millimeters. Press OK. And go to dimension, the distance between this point and the midpoint, 15 millimeters. And leave the sketch. And go to pad. We needed to extrude this 28 millimeters. So the length here is 28 millimeters. And press OK. Hide this datum plane. Now we will create this hole here. This hole has 24 millimeters of diameter. So select this face and go to create a sketch. Select the circle, click here in the midpoint, make a circle here with 24 millimeters of diameter. And leave the sketch, go to pocket, the mode here, one side, the type through all, and press OK. We made this hole here. And now we will create this two hole. It is a Counterbore hole. But first we will create two circles in this face for reference. So select this face and go to create a sketch and active the external projection. Select this face here and select the circle, make a circle in this point and make a circle in this point here. And leave the sketch, go to hole and the head type, select Counterbore. And let's see the dimension here. The Counterbore diameter 16 millimeters and the Counterbore dip 5 millimeters. And the diameter of the hole is 10 millimeters. And the dip here we'll use 28 millimeters, okay? So the head diameter 16 and the head dip 5 millimeters. The dip of this hole 28 millimeters and the diameter of this hole is 10 millimeters of diameter. And press OK. We made this hole here. Okay. And now we will select the right plane and we will create this sketch here. Okay. So the first thing that we'll make, we will create a projection of this circle. So go to create a sketch and select the right plane and go to external projection, select this circle here, active the toggle section view, and now we will create this line, this arc here, and this line. So select line, make a line here, and create another line here, make a fillet here between these two lines, and go to dimension. The distance between this point here and the midpoint is 38 and 76 millimeters. So select this point, the distance here 38, and the distance here 76 millimeters. Okay. Now select the line again, and here we will create a line with 5 millimeters. Create this line here, this arc with 9 millimeters, and create this line coincident with this arc and vertical with the midpoint. So select line, click here, make a line here with 5 millimeters, and create another line here, and create a line here. Make this line a horizontal line, and make an arc here, go to fillet, select this line and this one, go to dimension, the radius here 9 millimeters, and go to dimension. The distance between these two lines is 5 millimeters, and move this arc a little bit and go to constraints, find the center of this arc, this point here, go to coincident and select the center of this arc. Make these two arcs coincident. Sorry. Okay. And here, let me see what is happening here. Just go to horizontal vertical, select this point and select the midpoint. Okay. And now go to arc from center, click here in the midpoint, click here in this point, and click here in this point. Maybe it's not the reference. Just make an arc here, make this point coincident, and move this arc here, make this point coincident here, and go to horizontal vertical, select this point and the midpoint. This arc is not coincident with the midpoint. Okay. And go horizontal vertical, select this point and the midpoint. Let me check this dimension here. It's lost some reference. It lost the dimension of this arc, 9 millimeters. And leave the sketch. Go to pad. We need to extrude this 24 millimeters. Okay. So the mode symmetric, the length 24 millimeters, and press OK. And we have a fillet here with 3 millimeters of radius. So go to fillet, select this edge here, the radius here 3 millimeters, and press OK. And now we will create this sketch here in the right plane. And the first thing, go to create a sketch, select the right plane, and go to active the toggle section view and go to external projection. Select this line, this arc here, this line, this arc, this circle here, and this line. And now select this line here and remove the construction line type here. Okay. And here, select the arc from 3 points, click here in this point, and in this point here, make an arc here. And go to coincident, select this point and the midpoint. Or go to tangent, make this arc tangent with this one. It's more easy. And here, select this point, make a line here. Okay. And the distance between this point and this point here is 4 millimeters. So go to dimension. The distance between this point and this point here is 4 millimeters. I will move the dimension here a little bit. And now we will make a line here with 2 millimeters, an arc with 10 millimeters. So select line, click here in this point, make a line here. This line has 2 millimeters of length. And make sure that this line is perpendicular with this one. So go to perpendicular, select this line and this one. And now select the 3-point arc, click here in this point, make an arc here. Make sure that this arc is tangent with this line. And go to dimension. The radius here is 10 millimeters. And now select the 3-point arc again. We will create this arc with 30 millimeters of radius and create this line here. And the angle between this line and this one is 20 degrees. So click here in this point, make an arc here. I will move this point a little bit here. Make sure that these two arcs is tangent each other. And select line. Make a line between this point and this point here. And go to dimension. The radius here 30 millimeters and the angle between these two lines here 20 degrees. And go to tangent, make sure that this arc is tangent with this line. We made this profile, so leave the sketch. The thickness here is 6 millimeters. So go to pad, the mode symmetric, and the length here 6 millimeters. And press OK. We made this. Now we will create this rectangle here and this hole. This rectangle has 34 millimeters by 50 millimeters. And in the corners we have a fillet with 8 millimeters of radius. So select this face and go to create a sketch. And go to external projection. Select this line here. And go to center red rectangle. Click here in the center of this line. Make a rectangle here 50 millimeters by 34. Press OK. Active the toggle section view. And here, select the fillet. Make a fillet here in the corners. The fillet here has 8 millimeters of radius. So go to constraint, select equal, select this arc and this one. This arc and this one. Select this arc and this one. And go to dimension. The radius here is 8 millimeters. Okay. And here, leave the sketch. Go to pad. We need to extrude this 8 millimeters of length. So the length here is 8 millimeters and reverse the direction and press OK. Now we will create the hole. So select this face and go to create a sketch. And go to external projection, select this face here, okay. And select the circle. Make a circle here and make a circle here. Go to constraint, select horizontal vertical, select this point and this point here. Select this point and this point here. And go to dimension. the distance between these two circles is 24 millimeters, or you can make this horizontal with this edge, okay? It's more easy. Go to horizontal vertical, select this point and this point here, this point and this point. And that's it. Leave the sketch and go to hole. This hole here has 12 millimeters. It is a countersink, 12 millimeters and 6.5 millimeters. The dip, 8 millimeters, and the angle here, 90 degrees. So the head type, select the countersink. The head diameter, 12 millimeters. And the diameter of the hole is 6.5 millimeters. And the dip here is 8 millimeters. And press OK. We made this. So here we finish our exercise. So thanks for watching, subscribe my channel for more, and see you in the next videos. Bye bye.